getting these boys back. I'm like, what? She's telling me what to do with my child because she has physical primary custody of my child.
I'm asking nicely for not to video, please. Okay. Can you please turn it off while I'm standing here?
You can't tell me what to do with my phone. You don't know what I'm doing on my phone. I'm not recording him on my phone. Is he even playing right now?
I'm just asking you.
Yes, I'll turn it off, but you ain't got to watch my phone. Thank you.
Megan is struggling with parental alienation.
2016, I made a mistake, which ended with me having to choose what to do with my 3 children. I knew that I was going to be away. Well, I was in jail. She showed up to the jail with these papers, gonna help me. It was just me. I was in a very vulnerable state. The papers I read were temporary custody, and she's like, I'll help you, and when you get home and get on your feet, you can get your boys back, and I just want to help you. Please let me help you. That's my children's father's first cousin. I signed the papers not knowing that temporary custody is what I was under the impression I was signing, and she explained to me that was a lot of pressure. You know, I'd never experienced anything like that before, and I was really panicking, and I just wanted my boys to be safe and secure and, you know that they were all 3 together and all right.
She was desperate to save her children.
She has the last say-so. What I read said temporary custody, but what I signed is physical primary custody. There's no visitation in there. There's nothing in there saying that she has to let me see my kids. I just expected her to do the right thing. I was incarcerated 6 months in. I called my children every day, never missed a phone call. I called 6 months in, and my baby boy said something about me coming to pick him up, and I told him that when I come home I would come get him, and she said, you must not know what you signed. I'm like, excuse me? I could already tell she was acting a little funny because she wouldn't answer the phone for me hardly ever, and when she did, she would say that my boys didn't want to talk, which that's odd. All my boys ever knew were me. Their father was never there.
She believed this was just a temporary solution.
I said, excuse me? She said, you must not know what you signed. You won't be getting these boys back. I'm like, what? She said, it'll be a long time if you ever do get these boys back. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I ended up going to the case manager. She automatically jumped on it, got me the papers, printed off and everything. And I'm like, what is this? Because this is not what we talked about. So come to find out, the back to what I signed, she put with something else and had it notarized. I don't know how without me in there. Screwed myself out of my children. Me thinking that I was doing what's best for my children, paying for the consequences of the mistake that I had made, ended up being a worse mistake than, I could have ever imagined. She has the last say-so.
She doesn't have any control.
She don't have to tell me anything about their school, and I believe that's false. She's supposed to give me medical records or let me know their health. She doesn't contact me at all anymore, emails or anything. I don't get any communication, any contact. I just show up to ball games, and I make sure my boys see me, and I stand back and I watch them play. They'll give me a heart, every now and then, and which is huge. When I started, I used to try to force, the selfish childhood trauma, abandonment issues of my own that I've learned how to work and been working on and will continue to work on, made me that needy parent. And when I needed to be a safe parent, I need to petition the court for visitation or something. And I've tried to avoid dragging my babies through court. They've been through enough, they're just trying to survive. And in that video, he didn't ask her to tell me to stop recording. She wanted me to stop recording.
She wasn't allowed to film her own children.
She didn't allow me to take pictures with them for 3 or 4 years. I chose for her to help me with my boys. She's done a good job as far as they're great kids. She's had them 7 years. I have nothing bad to say about this lady. I just don't agree with the way she parents, and I don't agree with her keeping my boys from me. And I do believe there is parental alienation and going on. I just hope that whatever's inside of her, she can heal while I heal myself as well for these boys. She can't do that, but she did. She didn't change my signature. She just took the back to what I signed and put it with some other papers. She had me convinced it said it was temporary custody. It was physical primary custody. Yeah, she can't, but she did.
She just wants her children home with her.
There's a lot of things that she can't do, but she does. For instance, my children's father owed me $8,000 back child support. I raised my babies from 0 to 8, 6, and 4 years old when they left. He owed me $8,000 back child support. Never thought I'd see it, didn't care. I could support them. I don't mind. They're my children. Child support's the last thing I want or care about. I would rather my children have a father.
All of that was so shocking. It sounds like Meghan had her own children stolen from her. There must be something she could do. Lots of people left their thoughts on the matter. Someone said, "Oh girl, my heart hurts for you." Someone else said, "Keep doing what you're doing, loving your boys, never give up on them. God will bless you and your boys. Stay strong." Let's hope Meghan battles on and gets full custody back. As always, thank you so much for watching It's Gone Viral.